Hi everyone, it's Rabbi Dr. Jack Cohen. Anyone out there in the world would like my help with shidduchim, with shalom bayis, with matchmaking, with developing a top 10 list, with analyzing a current dating relationship that you're in, feel free to reach out to me from anywhere in the world using WhatsApp or call me or text me at 305-206-1916. Again, 305-206-1916. Or you can email me at drjackcohen18@gmail.com. Today we're going to discuss that controversial topic, which is called, when do we disclose the status of a medical condition that exists? And someone writes, Dear Mr. Psychologist, I am a 30-year-old woman who 2 years ago went from having no health issues to having a serious chronic medical illness. I have battled to a place that is now stable, and I'm hoping to start dating. My friends and family are convinced that I have wonderful things to offer a man, but I'm afraid I'll be viewed as quote-unquote damaged goods. Finding a good husband is hard enough when you're at your best, but I'm not what I once was. How can I compete with other young, healthy women in this crazy dating world? What if, like another friend of mine, I fall for someone only for him to leave when I disclose my health? How do I regain my confidence and move forward with my uncertain future? Well, it seems the answer comes forth that you have an advantage in that process, young woman. You believe in yourself and all that you have to offer to your future husband and marriage, which is very important. A person has to have good self-worth about themselves. We need to believe in ourselves. We need to have self-esteem. Being able to project a positive self-image is one of the most important qualities for a dater to have. For if not, the other party picks up on it right away. It's hard to define quality that most of the men you date are looking for. They want a person with confidence. Having friends who believe in you and support you, your desire to get married, is another plus in your favor. You can enlist your friends to help your network. Your friends can also be a good source of emotional support if you sometimes feel discouraged about how your dating is going. One more critical factor that will help you understanding is that your medical condition will be a factor in your dating career, and that some of the men you date will not be willing to continue once they learn about your situation. So come to grips with that and accept that reality. Fortunately, this won't be true for everyone. We personally know people who decide to continue dating after they learned about the other person's serious illness, which includes multiple sclerosis, cancer, yes, diabetes, depression, fibromyalgia, progressive visual impairment, and Crohn's disease, which is irritable bowels and irritable small intestine. And many of these couples went on to marry. It can help to view your situation from the perspective of looking for one man. I'm just interested in one man who will accept me for who I am, who's right for me and can accept who I am. Instead of how I have to compete in the dating pool with all these other women. Because you're not competing, you're just looking for the one person that's right for you. When you and your friends network, don't disclose your medical condition. If only a small number of people know about your illness and prognosis, keep it that way. Collaborate with the people you are helping research on how they can describe you to potential dates and to anyone who might know a potential person that's right for you. One way to start would be, I want to help a friend of mine find the right guy to marry. Or I want to help a friend of mine find the right girl to marry. She's an amazing person, or he's an amazing person, and I'm hoping you might know a good person to set them up with. In the next 2 or 3 sentences, your friend can mention what you're doing in life, 4 of your best qualities, and 4 things you're looking for in a marriage partner. That can open up the door for further discussion. If a number of people outside your close circle of friends and family do know that you are ill, let your networkers know how you would like them to answer questions they may be asked. The answer should be positive. The answer should be honest and brief. For example, yes, she had a medical problem, but she has treatments, and she's worked hard where she is today, that she's in a comfortable place. Stable and strong, looking forward to living a healthy life. It's got to be upbeat, it's got to be optimistic, it's got to be positive. Of course, you will have to let men you're dating know about your situation, or women as well. Jewish law tells us that this is an important information for a potential spouse to have, and is one of the many factors a dater will take into consideration when deciding whether to marry a particular person. A dater's partner's ability to listen to and process your information may depend on when, how, and what you say. So it's important to plan your disclosure carefully. You have to plan and prepare what you're saying and how you're going to say it. Many people consult with a rabbi who is accustomed to giving advice on health-related issues. Many people consult with me. I'm very accustomed to this, when they should bring up their medical conditions. And it's a case-by-case basis. If you need help with that, certainly reach out to me. While we can't substitute our understanding with that of an authority, we know that many daters are told to wait until they have had a certain number of dates, but before they've developed a strong emotional connection, typically 3 to 4. This gives their dating partner an opportunity to see what they're like as a person and how they live their life, making them more open to hearing and processing the information. We can't deny that many people would hesitate to start dating someone if they heard about that they had a serious medical condition. However, once they're dating and start to develop a connection with someone who seems to be living life well, it's easy for them to see the condition as one of many elements to consider about the multifaceted person they're dating, and they're less likely just to toss you. There's another advantage about disclosing personal information after a number of dates. You're able to select the people you share it with, people with whom you're starting to feel a connection and who you sense have discretion. It doesn't become common knowledge among people you meet a couple of times and decide not to continue to get to know. Although you will probably make your disclosure after you start to feel a connection, you'll be making it before that connection is strong. So what do you say? What do you tell the person that you're dating when you're about to tell them you have a medical condition? Well, be honest and be positive. And it goes like this, quote, I've got to discuss something with you that I was advised to bring up at this point in our dating. We've been out a number of times and you can see that I'm living and enjoying a rewarding, full, satisfying life. But I'm also managing a medical condition. 2 years ago, I learned I have X. I was determined to get healthy, and after a lot of treatment, I'm stable and strong and looking forward to my future. I'll always have to be on top of my health. I can understand if this is surprising to you, and it's a lot to digest. Please ask me any question you want, and I'll answer them the best I can to the best of my abilities. You should be prepared to answer questions about how you manage your illness, what is your daily routine, and how your ability to have children may be affected, and your long-term prognosis. A man or woman who's willing to consider your information will probably have many questions, and you may want to invite them to speak with your doctor. I had a case last year in which someone went out, a boy that I had, one of my students went out with a girl, and he learned that she only had one kidney, and that kidney had been donated to her. And so the mother of the boy had a little bit of an emotional tear down, and she didn't want him to get married to her at all costs, but the boy loved the girl. And then they consulted with me, and then we consulted specialists who told them there wouldn't be a problem getting pregnant, having children, and now today they're happily married. Don't be surprised if your dating partner wants time to think about whether they want to continue dating. That's normal. It's possible they want to keep going out while they decide. We believe that the suggestions that have been given will give you a good start on marriage-minded dating. Continue in your good health. And anybody out there with any questions regarding medical conditions can feel free to reach out to me on my cell phone via WhatsApp, cell phone, calling, or texting at 305-206-1916, or feel free to email me at drjackcohen18@gmail.com, drjackcohen18@gmail.com. Have a wonderful year, and may we all dance at your weddings very soon.